Hey party people, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Bean.
And we're Kelly Beans Bees. We're first-time beekeepers here in Central Virginia. And today we are diving into the Chunky Monkey Hive. So I've already taken off the outer cover. I'm going to go ahead and open the inner cover. There are some bees in the feeder, but it doesn't look like there's anything in there. So, kind of expected when we only come once a week.
Yep, we fed a week ago, but they've been taking it down pretty consistently.
Oh, okay.
They're looking pretty good. We were a little bit worried about them. When we came up, there wasn't a whole lot of activity at the front of the hive, but it's getting a little late. We're coming here after work, so.
Yeah. Alright, so, it is so smoky. I don't know. I need like a belt to put my hive tool in. Alright, so today I started the fire, and if you've watched us in any other videos, this is, I think, is the best fire we've ever had. Thank you, Kelly. Alright, so I'm going to...
I think it kind of has to do with the lack of wind.
Yeah, okay. So you could see that the bees got down.
Yeah, that worked a lot better than every other time we've tried this.
You can hear them. They're like, ah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Yep, you're fine. You don't have to over smoke them. You just give them a little bit, make them go down.
I'm over smoking myself. Golly. Alright, so these are traps for what, Bean?
Hive beetles. You got any? We got one down there, but I think that's...
I think it's been dead.
Been there,
I think
yeah.
it's been there since last week. Alright.
Yep.
Perfect.
We have one more trap, so there might be a couple in there.
And remember, it's just cooking oil that we have in there, nothing.
Mm-hmm. We haven't really found that many hive beetles in the hive anyway.
This is like stuck.
I've squished a couple, but... Yeah, it looks like they've started to glue it down. So you can see on the other side there, they've started to draw a little bit of comb on it, trying to hold it down. Maybe a little bit of propolis.
Alright. Perfection. Alright. Guess I'm going to start from this side. The left looks like it has a lot more bees in it.
Okay.
Than the right.
Which it looks like we've got an extra frame on this side that we've added.
Yeah, I think so. So if you missed it last week, we added in some already drawn out comb from our friend Raymond. And why did we do that, Bean?
Well, the bees, this hive was actually struggling a little bit to get its comb drawn. It was doing a lot of burr comb. It was doing some bridge comb. It just wasn't really doing what we wanted to. It wasn't drawing it on the frames. So we figured it would be nice to give them a little bit extra space so that they can start building out a little bit stronger without having to do it themselves, because they were struggling with that. So we're going to see today if they've actually done any more work on these newer frames to see if they're drawing it. That one had one bee on it. I don't know if you saw that, but that one hasn't been drawn at all yet.
Yep.
It's just a piece of foundation.
Yep, our black foundation. Alright, so we're going to get in here. There are some bees on this one side.
Okay, so they've started to draw this. As Kelly brings it up, you'll be able to see. So that's what we like to see. They're starting to use it. They're starting to draw it. If I get in close here, you can see those shiny cells. They're full of nectar. And then those kind of orangey, yellowy ones, those have pollen in them. Bee bread. So.
Oh, there's a hive beetle.
Squish it!
I don't know how.
Squish it!
How do I kill it?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we got one.
Alright. Removed.
Oh, there's another one.
What the heck? Where?
Right
there. I didn't sign up to be a killer. I can't see it right now.
Alright, don't do too much damage to the comb. If we can't get them, we can't get them, but that's fine.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. We'll call it good.
Right, should I pull this out or just push
No,
it
just
in?
slide it over, because it's got bees and comb on it now, so we should be fine.
Alright, this is a frame that we added last week. We can tell because Raymond writes down here the year that it was drawn out. We haven't written on any of ours, but they're so new, you can tell.
Yep. And, you know, we started a month ago, so I don't really think we need to really worry about when we put them in yet. So that frame looks heavy. I can tell that you're struggling with it.
To hold it.
So from my angle and from what you can see here, all of those shiny cells have nectar in them. So these bees are filling themselves up.
This looks nectar-y.
Okay.
Most of it.
Cool.
Big majority.
So they've got a lot of food that they're bringing in. They're starting to draw frames, so that's good. That's what we like to see.
In the beginning, this one was not doing well at all drawing.
No.
in the beginning, last month. Alright, this one looks like it's going to be heavy too. There's a ton of bees.
A lot of brood. So, you know, in the middle, you've got your worker brood. We've got some capped cells up here with honey and nectar. Down here, we've got some drone brood, these cells that are a little bit more poked out. So that's the kind of stuff we like to see. Yeah, it is a lot of bees.
Like, look, Mom, look at me go.
Here, I'll back out so you can smile.
Hopefully my mom even watches this video.
I know.
Okay, in the bottom, is that just extra comb?
Yep, that's
Do you want to pull it off
extra.
now?
No, we'll get it.
Okay. This side, some brood, some drone cells.
Okay. That one's going to be hard to see eggs on because it's not black plastic foundation. Right. So we will wait to see about some of the eggs later to see if make sure that the queen's still doing a good job. If we do see eggs, that means that the queen's been there. If they're coming at you, go ahead and grab the smoker.
Well.
If we see eggs, that means that they've been here the queen has been here within the last 3 days, and she's been laying. So that's what we like to look for, just to make sure the queen's here. We don't actually need to see the queen. As long as we see eggs, we know that we're good.
There's still some that are, like, coming for me.
Right.
Okay. We're going on to number, what is this, 5?
I think 5.
We're halfway there.
Whoa.
This one is heavy. Lots of brood on this side.
Yep, I've got brood on this side.
Might be a queen cell cup on the bottom down here.
Here, let's spin around. Let's see what we got.
Maybe it's just extra comb.
Down there on the left?
Yeah.
No, that's just extra comb. I think we're good. Can you tilt it up and see?
Is that the larvae?
There are larvae in there. Let's zoom in and see this. So, where are we looking? Right in there. You see those little white wormies that the bees are walking all over? Those are the larvae.
Cool. Okay. Lots of brood. I can't tell about eggs on this one either because it's not foundation.
Which it didn't really look like there were a whole lot of empty cells there anyway that there could be eggs in. It was a lot of brood. Which is good.
These ladies are starting to not be my friend.
These ladies are probably a little angry that we're here because they're foragers. As I said, we're coming here a little bit later in the day than we normally do. And because of that, the foragers are now going to be back at the hive. So there's going to be more bees here than normal. And they're the older bees. So they're a little crankier.
All right. Well, we're just going to keep on going through and seeing what we got.
We'll let you know if there's anything interesting. Hey everybody, welcome back. So, Kelly's behind the camera now. She decided that she wanted to go over there and let me come over here to recap.
I've decided I don't like to visit the bees after work because they're all at home.
Yeah, there's more bees when you do it at this time of day. So, this was our small hive. So we'll see what the other hive looks like when we get into it. But, this one looks pretty good. They look like they're starting to fill out the space that they have. There's a couple of combs on the edges that still have some space. So we're just not going to feed them a whole lot. What was that?
Frames on the edges?
Yeah.
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 You said combs.
Oh, well, a couple of frames with combs on the edges that have plenty of space in them. They should be fine. We're just not going to feed them as much because they look like they have plenty of food. They've got a ton of eggs, ton of brood, all that kind of stuff. So this hive, even though it's a little bit smaller than our other hive, I think is going to start taking off pretty soon.
Yeah,
which
they're a little bit of a late bloomer, but
yeah,
it's okay.
And with 2 hives, that's completely normal. You never know what the bees are going to do. Some bees, they'll look giant even in December or January because that's just what they do. Some bees, they'll wait until maybe May until they really start getting big. So we'll see. They look healthy, and that's really what matters at this point. Perfect. So we will probably bring you along in another video for the next hive. So watch around for that. But as Kelly says, bees out.
Bees out, y'all.